Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some of the new Dose of Colors times ILUVSARAHI collection that they launched. In this collection, they came out with an eyeshadow palette, which this is the unicarton. Everything comes in as like this nudie pink unicarton with like little reflective leaves, palm trees. I'm not sure if they're palm trees or just leaves. No idea. If you actually open the packaging, they are nice little green leaves. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like right here. Super cute. They came out with two different highlighters. I only picked up one. I picked up the shade Bathe, which is like the more pinky toned highlighter. Again, same palm tree packaging. Just really cute. Yeah, I've already kind of dipped into this and swatched it because I was too excited not to, but that's what it looks like. It's really pink. It looks kind of dark in the pan, but it's much lighter once you actually apply it to your skin. Well, they came out with 4 matte liquid lipsticks and 2 glosses. I only picked up the one gloss shade because I don't like liquid lipsticks usually, so I just wasn't gonna spend my money on something that I know I'm not going to use, you know? And then, so I just picked up the one lip gloss in the shade Barely There because I think it's super cute and something I would actually wear on a daily basis. Before we get into me actually applying these products and using them on my face, I want to do some like comparison and swatches of some of the products. I'm gonna first swatch the eyeshadow palette that they came out with. I think this is such a cute little like fun palette. Is this something you're gonna use like on a day-to-day basis? Probably not, but it's something really cute and fun to add to your collection. I love how different that black shade is. It's like black with like blue sparkles in it. It's not like a normal matte black shade, which I think is really cool for them to, you know, just, it's something fun and different, you know, it's not something that's in every single palette. There's also a nice little mirror in the palette, which I love when there's mirrors in palettes. Okay, I'm gonna start swatching. I'm gonna first swatch this light champagne-y shade. I don't know how to pronounce what this shade's called, so I'm not going to because I'm not trying to offend anybody. But that's the first shade right there. It looks like a nice like inner corner and brow bone highlight. Next, I'm gonna swatch that gold shade right there called Sun Glow. That's pretty. Ooh, that's a full-blown shimmer. That's really pretty. I don't know if you can see. Next up, we have this matte red shade right here called Wanderlust. That's nice. That's a good swatch for a matte. I know swatches don't mean like everything, you know, it's more about how they apply on the eyes, but I mean, it's a, that's promising, you know? It's a promising swatch. Next up, we have the shade Loungy. It's like a nice pink matte transition shade, and just, okay, that one didn't swatch that bad either. Next up, we have this beautiful reflective blue teal shade called Palma. I'm so sorry if I don't say some of these words right. I don't know Spanish. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, that's, you can't tell me that's not stunning. Oh my goodness. Last but not least, we have this black sparkly shade right here called Finders Keepers. I heard some people say that they don't understand this shade and they think it's like stupid or like they're not going to use it, which I can see that, but I think it's just cool and different, you know? And just by touching this one, it doesn't feel like the same way that blue and this gold felt. It feels more like a matte shade with speckles of like speckles. It feels like a matte shade with like just flecks of glitter in it, less than it feels like an actual metallic. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It just doesn't feel like a full-blown like shimmer that you would like pack on your eyelid. It feels like a matte shadow with sparkle in it. I hope that makes sense to everybody. I'm now gonna swatch the highlighter shade I picked up in the shade Bathe. There was this one that's like a pinky tone, and then there was like a golder one. But honestly, they didn't have the gold on the left. Ooh, okay. Sorry, but like I was saying, they didn't have the gold one left at the Ulta I picked these up from, so I just grabbed the pink one because I need something to review, you know? Like I said before, I picked up the lip gloss as opposed to all the other lip shades, and I wanted to compare it to the lip gloss I already own from Dose Colored called Can You Not, because in the bottle they look quite similar, and I actually use the Can You Not shade like every day, like on a daily basis. So here is Can You Not. Wow, that kind of went sideways, my bad. is Dose of Colors times ILUVSARAHI Barely There. Oh shoot. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I think Can You Not is more of like a brownie tone nude, and Barely There is like pinky. I think that's the big difference there. One more thing I want to talk about before we jump into the application of this makeup. I want to talk about the prices of this. The eyeshadow palette retailed for $35, which for 6 full like size eyeshadows isn't bad. The little 5 singular pan eyeshadows from Dose of Colors are like the same price, so I mean you're kind of getting an extra shade with this one actually. The highlighter retailed for $28, which again for the pan size actually is very good. You get 12 grams of product, so that's nice. That's a nice size. And then the lip gloss retailed for $17, which again, that's standard price for Dose of Colors anyways. There is, how much product is in here? And the lip gloss comes with 0.16 ounces. All right, I think that's enough talking. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the makeup. For this review, I wanna use as many shades as possible. That way I can give like a full in-depth review on every single shade. That way if you know there's any inconsistencies in the palette. So I have a vision in my head of how this is gonna go down. I'm gonna first pick up this Transition Pinky Peach shade right there on my Morphe M441. And I'm just gonna dust that into the crease. This is how I start pretty much every makeup look ever. I always just dust a transition shade into my crease. I honestly have very high expectations for this collection because I love Dose of Colors so much. I have many other eyeshadow palettes, many other lip products. I've never tried their highlighters, so that's gonna be something I've never used before, but all the eyeshadows I've ever tried for them have been phenomenal. They're like in my top 5 all-time favorite like eyeshadow palettes. So I have like very high expectations. Like I'm going into this knowing this collection is gonna be good, well at least hoping it's gonna be good. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. And I've seen some reviews on this collection. I try not to watch too many because I don't want my opinion to get swayed, but I've seen a couple and I've seen overall very good thoughts and opinions. So I'm expecting a lot, you know? Also, not only do I love Dose of Colors, I love ILUVSARAHI. Her real name is Karen, so I'm just gonna call her Karen for the rest of the video. But I love her. She is seriously the most gorgeous human ever. I'll insert a picture of her, like right here. Tell me she's not the most gorgeous human being you've ever met or seen, ever. She is seriously like the definition of perfect. I love her. She's stunning and she's so talented and she's such a good heart. Like I don't know her obviously in real life, but you can just tell when people have good hearts, you know? And I see that with Karen. Next up, I'm gonna take this matte red transition shade right there called Wanderlust. I'm picking up my Morphe E17 brush. And I'm just gonna center that right in my crease. Now that I have both the mattes, I'm gonna try to go in with some shimmers now. I will say I wish there was more matte shades in the palette to kind of play with because it just sucks that there's only 2 because that kind of limits you on what kind of look you can do. I'm just gonna go in with that gold shade right there called Sun Glow. I'm gonna pick up my Wet n Wild concealer brush. I'm gonna first go in without wetting my brush with just like dry pigment just to see, you know, where it's at quality wise. But if I need to like amp it up a bit, I will add some Fix Plus. Well, not Fix Plus, Milani setting spray because your girl's cheap, but yeah, you know, you're picking up what I'm putting down. You get it. I'm just putting the shimmer shade on the inner third of my eye because the vision I have in my head for this look is going to go from that shimmer shade to that blue to that black. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner and brow bone highlight. That way I can use all shades in the palette. Ever since I did that challenge where I used every single shade in the palette using the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, which I will link in the cards if you want to check it out, I just feel like every time I do makeup I have to utilize every single shadow now, you know? Which, like, you obviously don't have to do, but I just feel like, why not now? Because, like, I did it before. So now I feel like I should always have to do that. Okay, that's what that gold shade looks like without any Fix Plus. It's still really nice. It's definitely still, like, sparkly. You can see it. But I do want to amp it up just a little bit. So I pick some more up with my Wet n Wild brush, spray it with my Milani Make It Last setting spray, and apply more. I actually don't know if that did anything. Yeah, that setting spray like didn't do anything for that shimmer shade. It kind of just made it wet. Usually when you add like some sort of spray to a shimmer, it makes it more metallic. That really didn't do anything. That's so weird that it did nothing. I mean, the metallic is fine by itself. Like, nothing's wrong with it. I wanted more. I'm now going to pick up that blue shade right there called Palma. Palma. I'm so sorry. I feel so offensive right now because I can't pronounce anything right. I'm just going to pick up my Wet n Wild concealer brush and I'm going to apply it dry first. And then see if Fix Plus will help. This one I think we're gonna need some because I don't know if you can see. I'm getting like the glitter, but I'm not getting like the blue pigment that I want from it. It looks more to be like a pressed glitter right now in my eyes. Ooh. And I don't know, I don't like seeing my skin this close, but do you see how that'll fall out? It looks really messy right now, but that is the blue shade with some setting spray, which definitely helped it. Before I put the setting spray on my brush, it was kind of just applying like a pressed glitter and not like an eyeshadow. So, something to keep in mind. I'm going to take this Morphe 18, which is like a short packing brush, and I'm going to pick up Finders Keepers right there in the palette and put that on my inner quarter. That one's a bit messy. I'm going to go light-handed with this at first because black is something kind of intense to work with and you don't want to go too crazy too fast. Okay, my makeup looks like a mess right now. I'm aware, but like, give me a second. I want to take that gold shade once again. I'm picking up with my finger and just apply that to my inner corner because I want the gold to have its own moment. Because right now it's like the blue and the black are taking over and the gold kind of got lost. Which happens. It's not like the palette's fault, but I want it to have its own moment, you know? I want like the gold to fade into the blue and the blue to fade into the black and like, you know, you feel me. Okay, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. 202 brush and that champagne shade right there and just apply that to my brow bone. Ooh, she's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from the eyes because I just need to do the rest of my face and kind of get the vision coming together. Sometimes that helps me. If you feel like your eyeshadow isn't going the way it should, just leave it alone, focus on the rest of your face, and then come back to it, and it's usually easier to kind of fix. So I'm gonna do this makeup off camera. I'll be back to do my highlighter and lip gloss and the rest of my eyes on camera. Alright, I am back with this makeup done. Just because I know someone's gonna ask, I am wearing the Diva lashes by Pure Cosmetics. Pure Cosmetics makes like my favorite lashes of all time. They're like $16, which is kind of pricey for eyelashes, but you can wear them multiple times, and they're my fave. Not spons, wish it was, but they're like my fave, so I figured I'd mention them. Last time I was on camera, I was saying how I was having an issue with my eyeshadow and how I just need to like step aside and take a break and come back. I don't think it's the formula I was having a problem with. I think it's just the color arrangement. What I mean by that was I only had these two matte shades in my crease because that's all I had to work with, you know. And so when I put that black shade down, when it meshed with the red, it kind of went, how do I explain this? It kind of went, not patchy, but it created like a really weird color because, I mean, you're mixing like a reddish brown color with like a shimmery black. So that's gonna make a weird color. And I don't have like another darker brown shade to dip into. Well, I do on like other palettes, but like just using this palette, I didn't have like a good mixing medium, I guess, to use in between the two. So it was kind of hard to blend them together and make it look decent. I'm still not like 100% happy with the way it looks, but it's not that big of a deal. So like that's something to think about with this palette is like you don't have a ton of other shadows, like you don't have a ton of masks to work with in this palette. Like personally me, I have like 50 eyeshadow palettes. I could go grab a brown shade right now and make it work and be great. However, for the review and the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do that because you need to see that like not having another matte shade kind of makes this a little difficult to work with. It still looks fine, it's okay. I would go out looking like this. It's just, you know, it's something to think about, something I want to talk about because it's a problem I had and I feel like I need to tell you guys about it and be honest, because what's my channel without honesty, you know? So yeah, that's just something to think about. I don't think it's necessarily the quality problem. I think it's just the color mixing because there's not a ton of shadow to work with in this palette. Which, I mean, if you have a ton of eyeshadows like me, it's not that big of a deal to have to go grab another palette for a brown shade. But, like, if you only have one other eyeshadow palette, I don't know if this is a good investment to make because it's just kind of funky. You know, just give my thoughts about it. Move on to the highlighter and lip gloss. I'm just gonna finish off my under eye on camera still. I'm gonna take my Morphe E36 and pick up that peachy shade and just run it along my lower lash line. Okay, now I'm gonna take the matte red shade right there in the palette with the same brush and just run it along my lower lash line closer than I put the peachy shade. For my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with that champagne shade right there in the palette with my e.l.f. 202 brush. I'm just gonna use my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara for my lower lash line, and then our eyes are done. Okay, now we get to move on to like the really exciting part for me, which is this highlighter, because I have never tried Dose of Colors highlighters before, and when I swatched it earlier, girl, I'm excited. So I'm just so amped for this. I love highlight so much. It's like eyeshadow is my favorite thing, I will say. Eyeshadow palettes and like eyeshadow, it's my favorite, but highlighter, such a close second. I'm gonna take my Anastasia A23 brush and just pick some up and apply it. Ooh, girl. I'm trying to like apply it but still like show it on camera. So sorry if I look kind of funny. Tip on the nose, down the bridge, Cupid's bow. I like to highlight above my brow. Not everyone likes to do that. I do because I could highlight my entire face and be completely fine with it, but you know, not everyone's into that. I'm going to take my Morphe R2 and kind of just blend everything on my face together. I like to do this with like every single day. Every time I do my makeup, I just take a big fluffy brush and kind of blend everything because I think it makes everything more seamless and natural. Natural, because you know, full face makeup is natural. Last but not least, I'm going to dip into the Dose of Colors times ILUVSARAHI gloss in the shade Barely There. Karen is a lot darker than me, so I assume this gloss wouldn't be so pale. I thought it'd be kind of actually too dark for me, but it looks kind of pale. That's crazy. I want to mix some of my Candy Knot gloss because I don't love a super nude look on me. I think I need some sort of color because this might be just a bit too much. So I'm gonna mix just the tiniest bit. If you have fairer skin than I do, which I mean, I'm pretty fair, but if you have like super fair skin, I think the Barely There gloss would be gorgeous on you. It'd be like your perfect nude. It's just the slightest bit too nude for me. Mixing the Candy Knot gloss though kind of made it like perfect. Finally, some setting spray to seal the deal. This is the Milani Make It Last. Alright guys, and here is the final look using the Dose of Colors times ILUVSARAHI collection. Give kind of a final overview of all the products in this collection. Starting off with the eyeshadow palette, I wanted to love this more than anything in this world. And I wanted this to be like the best eyeshadow palette, and it's good. Like if you bought this, I don't think you'd regret it, or if you want to buy it, I think you still should. Like if it's something that you really want and you could really see yourself using and like mixing with other palettes, I think you should get it. It's really good. The quality is there. It's amazing. I want to use this a few more times actually because I have a few more looks in my head that I want to do with this. However, if you have like one or two eyeshadow palettes and you don't really play with these colors and you don't have a lot to like mix with it, I don't think you should get it because it's very different. You know, it's got that weird matte black with a bunch of glitter, which I think is super pretty. It's very different, and not a lot of people are gonna wear that, and it's not something for everybody. Same thing with this pressed blue teal glitter. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I love blue eyeshadow, but I don't wear it every single day, and I know most people probably only wear it like once a year. So like that's something to keep in mind. You know, that's two shades right there that if you don't play with color, you're not gonna wear. So I mean, should you still buy it for the 4 you might wear? I mean, I don't think you'd hate it. I don't know if you wear it every single day because I still, even with those 4 shades, it's like there's only so many looks you can do with that, you know? And I just wish there was like 2 more shades right here, like a matte dark brown and some other like transitioning shade, you know. That's all I really think this palette is missing. So if you have those in your collection and you think I need this, those colors are like thebomb.com and they're so gorgeous, which is what I thought. Totally pick it up, you know, for 35 bucks. I think it's cute, I think it's nice. I think Karen killed it and they did a good job. It's just, you have to think like, how can I use this? Will I actually use it? And just be more mindful, you know, of the makeup you're buying. Next up, I'm gonna talk about the highlighter. Highlighter, it's gorgeous. I expect to be pretty. A lot of people talk about Dose of Colors highlighters and says they're gorgeous. They are. It's pretty. I wish I had the gold one instead because I'm more of a gold highlight kind of girl instead of a pink one, but my Ulta only had this singular highlighter left. That's it, just one. So I snagged the last one because I want to do a review for you guys. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. This is the shade, what, Bathe? Yeah, Bathe. I think I should pick up the shade. I think I should pick up the shade Soulmate because I like gold highlights more than pinky, but it's still cute. I'll still get my use out of it. I love that everything comes with a mirror. That's like A1 for me. And lastly, we're gonna talk about the lip gloss. It's standard Dose of Colors lip gloss, which is like my favorite lip gloss formulation of all time. Love Dose of Colors lip glosses. I think they're so amazing. So I mean, yeah, she's cute, she's nice. I think she's a bit pale for me. I need to stop saying she. I think the gloss is like a bit pale for me, but I used my Can You Not gloss and made it work. So I mean, like if you're super dark in complexion, this might not be the gloss for you, but there was other shades in the collection I think you would love more than this one. So that's my 2 cents on it, you know. But overall, I really like this collection. I would really recommend it. I think it's beautiful. Congratulations, Dose of Colors, and ILUVSARAHI. You guys killed it. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Bye, guys.